Mzansi, and welcome back to your fresh new update. It's your fave, we are back again with another update. Before we spill all the tea, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fresh new update. First up, Phenduka has officially been fired, and Quay FM has confirmed that his contract has been permanently terminated. This is due to his association with controversial comments made on Podcast and Chill. The issue started when the podcaster made remarks about actress and TV personality Minnie Dlamini. These comments were slammed as damaging and completely unacceptable. Quay FM released a very firm statement saying, as a station, we cannot and will not condone those remarks. They are inconsistent with the respect owed to women, and they do not reflect who we are or what our listeners expect from us. The station also reminded everyone that this wasn't the first time Sol had been warned. Back in June of 2023, he had given Quay management written assurance that nothing like this would ever happen again. Unfortunately, history has a funny way of repeating itself, and this time, the station wasn't willing to give him another chance. But the story gets juicier. Many people are now connecting the situation to what happened with Dineo Ranaka. Remember, Dineo was also fired from Quay FM in a very dramatic fashion. And what do both Dineo and Sol have in common? Mac G. During her time at Quay FM, Dineo was spotted in the United States with Mac G and his crew, even while she was still officially on mental health leave from the station. That decision raised eyebrows, and not long after, she was also dismissed. Now, fast forward to 2025, Sol finds himself in the exact same position, linked to Mac G, and now out of a job. On social media, the reactions have been explosive. Many fans are blaming Mac G, directly saying he is the common denominator behind those sackings. They're pointing out that while Mac G keeps his own platform going strong, those around him like Sol and Dineo end up facing the consequences. To make matters even worse for Sol, Minnie Dlamini herself has now reportedly filed a defamation lawsuit and is taking legal action against both Sol and Mac G, claiming that the comments made about her on the podcast were derogatory and damaging to her reputation. That means Sol isn't just losing his radio job, he could also be fighting a serious legal battle. Do you guys remember the CweCwe's story? Well, allegations are flooding the internet about CweCwe's mom. And if what the streets are saying is true, this could be one of the biggest scams of the year. So here's the gist. She's been accused about lying about her struggles just to get sympathy and money from the public. What was once seen as a heartfelt cry for help is now being painted as a carefully crafted story to pull in donations. The twist, well, apparently some of that money never went to where it was supposed to go. Instead, the allegation says that she's been misusing the funds, spending them on personal luxuries, and even paying influencers to push her story and keep it trending. The idea is that by keeping the sympathy campaign alive, more money would flow in. Now, social media is dragging her left, right, and center. One person on Twitter wrote, "So all along we were donating for drip and clout, not for real problems." Another said, "Influencers were bought to sell us lies. This is why we don't trust donation drives anymore, and the hashtags are starting to cook." With people warning others not to spend a cent until she shows receipts. The betrayal is real. People gave out genuine kindness and completely got played. They say every time questions about accountability comes up, the story suddenly changes. And now with the influencers' angles exposed, many are convinced that the whole thing was staged from day one. Others are going even harder, calling her actions criminal and saying she should face consequences for abusing public trust. Some are even tagging authorities, asking them to investigate where the money really went. This scandal is also sparking a bigger conversation. People are saying scams like this make it harder for genuine cases to get help, because once trust is broken, the public becomes suspicious of everyone asking for donations. So right now, the allegations stand that she's lying to the public, misusing donated funds, and allegedly paying influencers to back up her story. If proven true, This could completely destroy her credibility and possibly land her in some really hot waters with the law. Now let's talk about why Makoto from Married at First Sight Mzansi is trending right now. This is because the streets are tired of her, and honestly we see why. From the beginning, Makoto had been giving main character syndrome. Instead of being a wife, she acts like the boss of everyone. She doesn't just argue, she bullies. Every conversation turns into a fight, and she has to prove that she is absolutely the smartest in the room. And that's not a confidence, that's pure narcissism, according to a lot of people. Now remember, she clashed with Teppo Mia. Makoto wasn't just defending herself, she was attacking. Teppo called her out for being disrespectful, and he was right. She talks over people, she belittles them, and then plays the victim when the backlash comes. And then let's not forget her own husband, Nkululeko. He's the one who should rather be having her back. But he said that he is embarrassed by her because she is basically damaging her image. And I mean, if your own man has to warn you about your attitude on TV, it means the problem is serious. Viewers are calling her toxic and controlling, and they're not wrong. Just look at the way she brags about their private life, hinting at, how messy makeup sessions are, like it's cute. No, it's not. It comes off as desperate for attention. What makes it worse is the denial. Makoto never admits when she's wrong. Instead, she doubles down, points fingers, and acts like everyone else is the problem. That's classic narcissistic behavior. She thrives on drama, and the show has basically become the Makoto show. So here's the tea. Makoto isn't trending because she's misunderstood. She's trending because her attitude stinks. She wants control, she wants attention, and she doesn't care if she hurts people in the process. At this point, her marriage looks like a prop, and she's the star of her own toxic circus. And honestly, viewers are seeing right through her, and the more she bullies, the more people drag her down.